Your own dead skin cells make up the majority of the dust in your house. The hair on your body is full of lead, arsenic, and other toxins that have built up over time. You have between 2 and 4 pounds of bacteria inside of you at any given time, and most of those bacteria are located in your own dead skin cells. As you shed skin cells throughout the day, they pick up dirt, dander, pollen, and other debris from the outside world. That debris sticks to your skin and hair, then makes its way into your house, where it starts to build up. Over time, this can create an almost imperceptible layer of dust, made up of your own dead skin cells, on every surface in your home. Even if you vacuum regularly, the dust will still be there. It's just beneath the surface. You may even be able to see it if you shine a bright light into a dark room. But it's not just dust. There are also traces of heavy metals, like lead and arsenic in your hair. These metals can come from a variety of sources, including contaminated water, air pollution, and certain medications. They accumulate in your hair follicles and can stay there for years. Arsenic, for example, is a natural occurring element that's found in rocks and soil. When rocks and soil erode, arsenic can make its way into groundwater and eventually into your shower water. Once there, it can be absorbed through your skin and make its way into your bloodstream. From there, it can travel to your hair follicles and begin to accumulate. Lead, on the other hand, is a metal that's commonly used in paint and plumbing. If your home has lead-based paint or lead pipes, you may be exposed to significant amounts of this metal simply by living there. Now luckily, the amount of lead and arsenic in your hair is probably not enough to make you sick, but it is enough to give you goosebumps. If you want to get rid of this creepy crawly feeling, you can try washing your hair with a clarifying shampoo or using a gelatin conditioner. These products are designed to remove impurities from your hair and scalp so you can start fresh. You are constantly surrounded by the ghosts of bacteria. Some people might find this thought unsettling, but it's actually pretty comforting when you think about it. We're all connected by the trillions of bacteria that live in and on our bodies. These tiny creatures are what make us who we are, and they've been with us since the beginning of time. In fact, you could say that we're more bacteria than human. The average person is made up of about 10 trillion human cells and 10 trillion bacterial cells. Most of these bacteria are found in your gut, where they help you digest food and absorb nutrients, but they're also present in your mouth, armpits, vagina, and on your skin. Every time you take a breath, you inhale billions of bacteria. When you touch something, trillions of bacteria transfer from your hand to the object and vice versa. All around you are the ghosts of bacteria from people who have come before you. And while that might sound creepy, it's actually a good thing. These bacteria are part of what makes us human. They're what make us who we are. If you want to learn more about the bacteria that make up your body, you can take a DNA test. This will tell you which bacteria are present in your body and how much of each there is. It's a fascinating look into the world of microbes that live in and on us. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Or are they? Maybe they're just portals to another dimension. Just kidding. Well, maybe. Sometimes it's hard to know what to believe when it comes to our eyes. Like, did you know that you have a blind spot in each one? It's true, and it's not just a figure of speech. Each eye has a small area where the nerve connecting it to the brain doesn't have any receptors for light, so there's a little spot in your field of vision where you can't see anything. It's not a big deal most of the time, but it can be annoying when you're trying to read something and your eyes keep getting tricked by the blind spot. It's like there's a little hole in the fabric of reality that you can't see until you look directly at it. It's enough to give you goosebumps, but there's nothing to worry about. Your blind spot is there whether you realize it or not, and it's perfectly normal. In fact, it's an important part of how your eyes work. Without it, you wouldn't be able to see as well. Did you know that your own dead skin cells make up the majority of the dust in your house? Yeah, it's true. As you go through your day, you shed tiny little bits of skin. Those skin cells, along with hair and other debris, make up the dust bunnies and cobwebs in your home. Now, don't worry, it's totally normal and nothing to be afraid of. In fact, it is kind of cool to think about all the little pieces of yourself that are floating around in the air. Just imagine the next time you come home from work, you walk in and see a giant dust bunny in the corner. You can think, hey, that's just a little bit of me saying hi. It's a nice way to think about it, isn't it? We often think of food as something that sustains us, gives us energy, and helps us grow. But did you know that some of the foods we eat can also kill us? Yep, it's true. Some foods are poisonous and can make us very sick or even kill us if we eat them. For example, poisonous mushrooms can cause severe stomach pain, vomiting, and even death. Certain types of berries and cherries can also be deadly if eaten. And even some common household items like nutmeg and mace can kill you if consumed in large enough quantities. But don't worry, it's not likely that you'll die from eating any of these foods. It would take a lot of these foods to kill a person, and most of the time people are okay after eating them. But it is still interesting to know which foods could potentially kill you. Who knows, maybe one day you'll be in a situation where you have to resort to eating one of these deadly foods to survive. When you walk through a forest, do you ever stop to smell the trees? Have you ever wondered what the trees are thinking? What if I told you that trees can communicate with each other through their roots? It's true. Trees are able to send signals to each other through underground networks of fungi. This allows them to warn each other of danger, such as an impending wildfire, or to share resources like water and nutrients. This communication network is so vast and complex that some scientists believe trees are actually a single organism. Imagine being able to communicate with every other tree in the forest. You could warn them of danger or share resources. You could even chat about the weather. It's amazing to think that trees are able to do this, and it makes you wonder what else they're capable of. Do you have a fear of the dark? If so, you're not alone. Many people around the world suffer from a fear of the dark, known as nyctophobia, but did you know that there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for why so many people are afraid of the dark? When we're in a dark environment, we're more likely to be attacked by predators. This is because it is easier for predators to sneak up on their prey when there's no light. As a result, many of us have evolved to be afraid of the dark, as this fear can help keep us safe from potential predators. However, in today's world, there's really no need to be afraid of the dark. Even if you live in a dangerous place, you're probably safe inside your home or workplace. But because the fear of the dark is so ingrained in many of us, it can be difficult to overcome. With a little effort though, it is possible to overcome your fear of the dark and enjoy the peace and quiet that comes with being in a dimly lit room. So there you have it, some scary facts that might give you goosebumps. From deadly food to spooky forests, we hope you enjoyed learning about some of the scarier aspects of our world. But don't worry, we didn't include anything too graphic, just some fun facts to give you a little fright. So turn off the lights and snuggle up with your blankets, because it is gonna be a scary night. Just kidding. We hope you had fun watching this video.